Good morning, guys. So, welcome back after Dasra holidays. In the last session, we discussed about some topics which are in Java. Those are like Java comments and Java naming conventions. Java naming conventions. Okay, we done about Java result words. Result words. So these are the topics we discussed in the last session. Okay, fine. So today we'll discuss about read the data from the keyboard. Read the data from the keyboard. Okay, so generally read the data from the keyboard. Read the data from the keyboard. So generally, what is the purpose of read the data from the keyboard generally? So we can take the input from the keyboard in three ways generally. In three ways generally. Okay, so generally, what is the purpose of read the data from the keyboard is as we take we take input input from the keyboard to perform some operation as we can execute the logic and we can send output so this is the purpose of read the data from the keyboard. In java we can read in three ways. We can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. From the keyboard in three ways. What are the three ways generally? So first one is the scanner class. First one is we can read the data by using the scanner class, and second one is string buffer. So string buffer and string builder also string buffer. These are the siblings for string actually. So at the time of string topic, we will discuss about the string buffer and string builder. String builder. Okay, and third one is command line arguments. Third one is command line arguments. So these are the three things. So generally you can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. First one is the scanner class, second one is the string buffer or string builder, and third one is the command line arguments. Third one is the command line arguments. Okay, so today we'll try to understand about the scanner class. So generally this where you can give the input and it will perform some operation and it will give to us some logic. It will give to us some logic. So the same scenario I will show you by using the MS Paint also. So what will happen internally in the process? I will try to explain the flow chart. Some most of them easy to understand. For that purpose, I will take MS Paint and then through that I can explain. MS Paint. Okay, fine. So we will give the input from the keyboard. Okay, we will give the input from the keyboard so that you can assume like this. So we will give the input from the keyboard like this. So generally, I am taking the symbol like this. Here we will give the input from keyboard. Okay. So here it will execute and it will perform some operation. Here it will execute. Here it will execute. So inside the machine it will execute and it will perform some operation. It will do the some operation. It will do some operation. Okay, so and finally we can get the output. It will send to us output. Finally we will get the output. So this is a simple diagram. We will give the input, and based on the input it will perform some operation, and it will send it to us to output. It will send to us the output. Okay, this is the very straightforward example. This is a very straightforward example. We'll give the input, and based on the input, it will execute the operation, and it will give the output to us. It will give output to us. Okay. Okay, fine. Now I will go with scanner class. So today we'll discuss how to take the data from the scanner class and how to execute the program and how we will return the output. We'll try to understand with the scanner class. Okay, scanner class. So the first point, which is scanner class, is the predefined class. Okay, the first point, the main purpose of scanner class is the main purpose of the scanner class is which is used to read the data from the keyboard. Read the data from the read the data from the keyboard and read the data from the keyboard and to perform some operation based on to perform some operation based on the input based on the input. Next thing is, so next it can execute and it can send the output to us. It can send the output to us. Okay, similarly, so the next point is scanner class is the predefined class. Scanner class is the predefined class. Scan class is predefined class which is available in java.util package, which is available in java.util package java.util package. So then I will show you. So already I have shared the document with you, right? So you can go through that. Simply can go through the document and then you can look for that one. So java documents, can go that. Can these are the predefined packages. So the JDK team already they given to us some document. So simply you can go to that document and then you can look for the predefined classes. Now I am going with the predefined document. The package name is java.util package. Now this is the package. If you click on the java.util package, then you can get the interfaces and you can get the classes. So scanner is the predefined class. You can go with the alphabetical order. So which is available in, yeah, here down, scanner class. Okay, if I click on the scanner class, then I can get the all the information about the scanner class. So this is the hierarchy. Scanner is the predefined class, and in Java, object is the parent for all the classes in Java. Okay, so this is the scanner class. Okay, this is the purpose of scanner class. A scanner class break into input into tokens using the elementary pattern, which by default matches the white spaces, and the resulting token may then be converted into the values of different types using the various next methods. Various next methods. Somebody is trying to join. Okay, this is the scanner class. Inside the scanner class, so this is the syntax you have to take in. If you want to use the predefined classes in our current class, you manually should create the object and you have to mention like this. You have to mention like this. Okay, so scanner class is the predefined class, right? So it had some predefined methods actually. What are the predefined methods it had? You can go down. You can go down. So these are the predefined methods. These are the predefined methods. So actually you have the methods topic. So there you can get the clarity, the syntax. So these are the actually four combinations will be there. At the time you can get the combinations. Okay, so as of now, okay, at the time you can get the, so this is the method name and with a return type. Okay, method name with the parameters and method name with the return type. So where we can get the clarity on the methods. So as of now, we can observe what are the methods are available under the scanner class. So these are the different methods are available, and this is the methods purpose actually. Methods purpose. So if you go down, so where you have the next method. So if you read this one, find and return the next, complete the token from this the scanner class. Okay, and we have the, these are the methods. Int method, scan the next token of the input as the int. Okay, and float, if you want to take the float values from the keyboard, then you should use next float. If you want to take the double values from the keyboard, you should use the next double. Okay, if you want to read the input values from the keyboard, you can take next enter. Okay, these are the predefined classes are available. Now I will show you some of the examples by using some methods, then you can get the clarity on it. So the thing is, scanner class is the predefined class which is available in java.util package. Java.util package, the main purpose of the scanner class is which is used to read the data from the keyboard to perform some operations based on the input, to perform some operations on the based on the input. So in the scanner class, scanner class is the predefined class. So if you want to use the scanner class, if you want to use the scan class, you have to create the object for the scan class. If you want to use the scanner class, we have to create the scanner class object, scan class object in current class. Okay, so normally I will show you, I will take one file, and there itself I can show you. So generally you can take with any file. Here I am taking, new and text document I am taking, and here I would like to take some the file name. So demo scanner, like that I am taking demo scanner dot java. Simply I will open this file. Now the class name public class demo scanner, and this is the, from here to here, this is the scope of the class. And here you should take the main method public static void main string, and from here to here, this is the scope of the main block. And inside this one, so scanner class, if you want to use the scanner class, so the first step is how to create the object for the scanner class. So scanner is the predefined class, scanner, this is the object, and you can store like this scanner, and here system dot in. System dot in meaning we are taking the data into the system. So that is the reason I am mentioning in. New is the operator which is used to create the object, and this object I cannot directly use anywhere. That is the reason this object again I am storing in one reference variable, that is the this reference variable name we can mention anything. This we can mention anything. Okay, so this is the predefined class, right? So you know already the Java program structure. Java program structure. What is the Java program structure? First one is the package statement. First one is the package statement, and the second one is import statement. Import statement, that is based on the requirement, you can take the import statements. And third one is the class declaration. and variables and methods, right? So as of now our requirement is this is the predefined class coming from java.util package. So that is the reason we have to import predefined package, that is import java.util package, import java.util package, java.util package. There you can mention star meaning, so whatever the classes are available under the util package, we are accessing all the classes. When you mention star, so you can able to access all the classes are available under the java.util package. That is the reason we are mentioning that one. Or else you can mention specifically class name like this also. Like the specific class name is the scanner class. So like this also you can mention. Like this also you can mention. Two ways you can mention. Two ways you can mention. Okay. Import java.util package. Okay. So the scanner class object, I have created the object. That object I cannot directly reuse anywhere. That is the reason. Again, that object I have stored in again one reference variable, and that reference variable data type is the scanner class. That reference variable data type is the scanner class. Okay. Now I want to take the data from the keyboard. My requirement is I need to take the integer values from the keyboard. So for that purpose, what I will do? SC have the lot of methods actually. This is the object. This object have the methods. What are the methods it is having? So I have showed the document, right? These are all the methods it is having. Among those methods, I want only next int method. Okay, how? So dot is the operator. Sc dot. What is the purpose of dot? Dot is the operator which is used to access the class members. Okay, we are accessing whatever the, so this sc has, you can assume it is having almost 30 methods. Among those I want specific methods. What are the specific methods? Among those I want next int method, next int method I want. So you can go there. This is the next int method. Among those I want the specific next int method. If I want the float, I can mention float method, next float method. If I want to the next double method, I can mention the double, next double. Okay. And I'm taking the data from the keyboard, and this here I am storing some reference variable a, and this data type is the integer a, integer. So okay, so similarly here for understanding purpose I will take the one system statement, system dot out dot println. Here I will mention read the data, read the a value, read a value. Okay. And similarly the same thing here also I will do. Here also I will do system dot out dot println, and here you can mention read b value, read b value. Okay. And the same way here also sc dot next int, and here I will store this reference variable b, and the integer data type is the int. The data type is the int. Okay, now my requirement is I need to perform some operation. So the operation is int sum, or you can mention result, anything you can mention. Sum is the variable name, and I would like to mention a and plus b. Okay, finally I want to print the result. My print result is system dot out dot println. Here I will mention addition of two numbers. Addition of two numbers is, so like this I will mention. This is the concatenation. String plus a variable is called concatenation. So here you should mention sum. Okay, like this. I'm saving the file, and then wherever the file is available, you can go to that file location. You can go to that file location. This is my file location. And here you can open command prompt and Java. See, my file name is demo scanner dot java, and we'll see it will compile or not. No, it not compile. It is throwing the error. What is the error? It is throwing 3s. And try to resolve the errors. Can go to that. This int is the small case, right? So all predefined or the small case. All int is a predefined mode. So that is the reason we have to take the small case. So this is also small case. Okay, now you can save the file, and then again you can go to that, you can compile the file, and now we'll see it will compile or not. So here also we have the one mistake, that is println. We made this mistake, that is okay. Now we can save the file. So like that you can resolve the issues in your case also. So that is the reason from coming 15 to 20 days we will use only Notepad only. Why? Because this is the reason. So we can get the clarity how to, if you get any syntax mistakes, you can get the clarity how to resolve those. Okay. Now I am saving the file. Now again I am going to Java demo scanner tab. Now my file has successfully compiled. Okay. Now I need to export the file. For execution the file demo dot scanner. So no need to mention dot class. Why? Because Java mother language is the dot class files only. No need to mention dot class. Okay. If I click on it, read a value. If I give the a value some 40, and it will ask the values 80. I am giving the value 80. So finally I am getting the values. Addition of two numbers is 120. How I am getting the values? I am reading the values from the keyboard, and finally I am getting the values on the console. Okay, the same program I will explain one more time by using the MS Paint. So what I did generally, scanner is the predefined class. Scanner is the predefined class. So the scanner they have predefined methods, and it has those every methods have the each functionality. Now I want to use predefined classes. If you want to use the predefined classes, you manually should create the object only. Through that only you can access the predefined class. That is the step number one. Normally what I did generally, so the class name is, I can mention public class, and I mention the class name is the demo scanner. And from here to here, this is the scope of the class. Okay, from here to here, this is the scope of the class. I want to read the data from the keyboard. So for reading the data from the keyboard, JDK people provided to us predefined classes. The predefined classes is the scanner class. Scanner class is the predefined class which is available in the java.dll package. If I want to use the predefined class, you manually should create the object. Through that only you can access the predefined class. That is the reason I have created the object. So how will you create the object? So new is the operator which is helpful to create the object. So we have the operators concept. At the time you can get the clarity on new operator. New is the operator which is used to create the objects. Okay, I have created the object scanner. Okay, scanner, and here inside you should mention system.in. Why? What does it mean? We are taking data into the system, so that is the reason you should mention the system.in. Okay, and this is the object, right? This object you should show in one reference variable. That reference variable name you can mention anything. This reference variable you can mention anything, and this reference variable data type is the scanner. This reference variable data type is the scanner. Okay, and this is having multiple methods. These multiple methods we can access by using the dot operator. Sc dot next int is the predefined method which is available in this object. Okay, which is available in this reference variable. I am accessing that method by using the dot operator. Okay, so again this one I am storing in some a, and the int data type is the int. So for understanding purpose I am taking here read a value. This is some dummy message actually, read a value, like this I have taken. And similarly the same case we can do with the taking the input value of the p also, like simply you can take with the SOP, and here you should take the read b value, read b value, and here we can mention with the int b equal to sc dot next int, and finally here you can take int sum equal to a plus b, and finally you can take SOP sum. What will happen in this case? We are taking input a and b values from the keyboard, a value and b values from the keyboard, and we are doing some operation, and finally we are sending the output. So the we set the definition also same, right? If I go with the definition, if I go with the definition, if you read this definition, scan class which is used to read the data from the keyboard to perform some operations based on the input. Based on the input, okay, we can execute, the logic, and we can execute the logic, and we can send output. We can send output. So this is the definition for the scanner class, and the scanner class is the predefined class which is available in java.util package. If you want to use the scanner class, or you can mention any predefined classes, any predefined classes, any predefined classes, any predefined classes. You have to create the scanner object. You have to create the scanner object to access scanner class, okay. Okay, similarly I can write any other program also. So generally, mm, I will open the file demo scanner.java, and this is with respect to integer value, and we can try with respect to stringer. If you want to read the data from the string, and here we can mention the method is next method. The method is next method. We have the document also. You can go with the document, and then you can there also can see next method, next line, next byte, next method. Okay, so find and return the next complete token. Token meaning a group of characters from the from this scanner. Okay, so now what I will do, I'm taking next, and here also I will take a next, and here what I will do, I will mention full name, full name. Okay, so here I will mention some full name. Okay, and then I can save the file, and simply I will go to my document. So wherever the location is available, you can go there, or I'm going here Java scanner, and here I am mentioning some search, some dummy message I'm passing. We have to change the data type also. The data type is string. Should mention the data type is the string. The data type should mention the string. You can save this one, and here also can come, and the data type you can change, and here also can change the data type. Okay, now you can save the file and you can go to the location, and then you can demo scanner dot java. Now you can java, and then demo scanner can mention with and read a value. So I'm mentioning such and revalue. I'm mentioning with Bangalore. The addition of two numbers is such a Bangalore. So like this, we can use integer. So you can use all predefined methods. You can perform the operations like that. You can take the float values. You can take the double values. You can take the integer values. Okay, these are the predefined methods are available. So we will use those predefined methods. These already predefined methods. We can directly use those predefined methods. How we will use? So we should create the object. If you want to use the any predefined classes, you manually should create the object, and then you have to mention the import statements also. So through that only you can access. You can able to access the predefined classes, and we can use the predefined classes in our current class. Okay, so this is the advantage with. So instead of writing our own logic by reading the data from the keyboard, so we are simply use the predefined classes. So the predefined classes already the JDK people provide to us. So simply we will use those predefined classes, and through that we can read the data from the keyboard. Through that we can read the from the keyboard. So from your side, you guys practice with data read from the keyboard by using the string case, and data using from the keyboard by using the integer case also. So both case you can practice. Next I go with the document. So after that we have the topic, that is the string buffer. So string buffer, the main purpose of string buffer is three main purposes. They can take the data from the keyboard, and uh, they data from the keyboard to perform some more operations based on the input, and they can execute, and they can send the output. So this is the main purpose of three predefined classes. So scanner is the predefined classes, string buffer is the predefined classes, and command line is the one option we have. Through that also can give the data. Next you have the string buffer. So string buffer is also predefined classes. So string buffer we will discuss at the time of string concept. We have the topic, that is the string concept. At the time of string concept we will discuss about the string buffer. Okay. So now I will show you the thing. So this is the topic we are discussing. So in the second chapter, these are the topics actually. The topics are variables, and we're done with the variables. And next we have the data types, identifiers and rules, reservoirs, Java coding standards, and Java comments, and read the data from the keyboard. We can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. One is the scan class, second one is the buffer reader, third one is the command line arguments. Command line arguments. Okay, here one more thing you have to remember. Generally, primitive data types can hold the only single values, right? Primitive data types can hold only single values. Can hold only single values. For example, if I want to store the some subject student marks, so I need to store like this: subject 1 equal to he got some 90, and similarly subject 2 I mention some 80 marks, and subject 3 equal to some he got some 70 marks. Okay, so similarly, he has some three, total six subjects. He has the score like this. Like here, I will mention this is the subject 4 and 5 and 6. This is the marks he got. So if I take like this, it will take lot of time, right? For example, this is the one student related marks. So in our institute, you can assume there are like 300 students, and I want to store 300 details. If I go this approach, then what will happen? It will take lot of time. You have to create the more variables. That is the not good thing, right? So how to overcome writing the multiple variables? So if I go with the primitive data type approach, it can hold only one. It can hold only one value. So here I will mention the data type is the int. If I mention int as a data type, then it can hold only one value. Then how could I overcome that issue? For example, if I write like this instead of above that one, if I write like this int sub all equal to, if I write like this some 90, 80, like this, if I write like this, no, this is not valid in case of primitive data type. So these are the mutable. Mutable meaning we cannot change the values, and mutable we cannot change the values, and it can hold only one value. It can hold only one value. So if you go with this approach, it is not valid in case of primitive data. That is the reason they has introduced to us, that is non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types. The purpose of non-primitive data types is it can store the multiple values. So if you take the classes also hold the multiple data types, and the second one is arrays, and third one is the string, and fourth one is the collections. For example, I want to take some product. Here I will take this one. I want to take the product. The product price is product price, product color, and product description. Here I will take the variables like this. First we'll take the product price. So price in the sense I will take the int product price. Product price equal to some 80 rupees. Okay, next color. Enter product color. Enter product color equal to some blue color, some blue color. Okay, next description. Description we can mention with int string product description. Description. We will rate good soap, good soap. So these are the variables are belonging to one class. So instead of writing all the variables in multiple lines, what we will do, so directly these all the details we can directly store in one data type, that is the class. So what we will do, so generally we will create the one object. So the class name is, we can mention some, the class name is the product. Class name is the product. So instead of writing multiple lines, directly we can take the new product, and we will create the object. This object we will mention some p, and the class name is the product. So instead of writing multiple lines, it can hold all the values. and this product is the class name. So that is the reason if you mention the product as the class name, then this variable can hold the multiple values. These variables can hold the multiple values. When you want to hold the multiple values, you mentally should mention non-primitive data type. That might be the class, that might be the arrays, that might be the collections like that. You should use the non-primitive data types. If the variable want to store the single values, then you can go with the primitive data types. That is the reason, the basic reason you have to remember. That is the basic reason you have to remember. Are you guys clear with my points? So, so today what you guys will do, you can practice with the scan class. I will share some questions. So these are the we done with the variables and data types. And data types again, it is categorized into primitive data types and differential data types. Okay, and primitive data types we done. Next, variables, and we did some programs on the variables and identifiers. In the identifiers, all Java components require the names, and we have the 5 rules. Rule number one, allow the characters in Java identifiers, and rule number two, identifier should not start with the digit, and rule number three, Java reserved words cannot be used as the identifier, and in Java you have total 53 words. Okay, and rule number four, spaces are not allowed. And next, rule number five, identifiers are the Java case sensitive, and it is have the one meaning, and this word has the one meaning. Java keywords. In Java keywords, we have the 53 keywords. Okay, so again it is divided into keywords and reserved literals. Again, keywords it is divided into two categories. One is the used keywords, second one is the unused keywords. So these are the keywords. In case of data types, byte, short, char, int, long, float, double, boolean. In case of flow control statements, if, else, do, while, for, switch. Case, default, break, continue, return. In case of modifiers, keywords, public, private, protected, static, final, abstract, synchronized, strict FP, native, transient, and volatile. In case of exception handling, try, catch, finally, throw, throws, asset, class level keywords, package, import, class, interface, extends, implements, and object related keywords, super this new instance of. These are the some extra keywords, void, enum, true, false, none. These are the unused words are constant, go to. After that, we done with the Java naming conventions. We did we learned about like with respect to class how to give the naming conventions, and we learn about the with respect to interface how to give the naming conventions. We learned about with respect to variables how to give the naming convention for the variables, and we learned about with respect to methods how to give the naming convention for the methods, and we learn the name how to give the naming conventions for the constraints, and we learn the how to give the naming conventions for the packages, and we learned about we discussed about the Java comments also. So Java comments which are used to give the extra information of the code and which are not participate in compilation and execution. In Java, we have the three types of commands: single line commands and multi-line commands. So multi-line commands meaning when we don't want to compile multiple lines of the code, then you can go with the multi-line commands, and we have the documentation commands. Next, we have the string meaning. So by using the character, we have the boolean type, that is the char, right? By using the char data type, so we done the discussion also about character type. By using the character type, so it can store only one value. For example, it can store only one value. If you want to store the multiple values, then you can go with the string. You can mention the string anything equal to. So now the purpose of this one is it can store the multiple values. It can store the multiple values. So that is the difference. In if you go with the character data type, it can hold the only one value. It can if you go with the string data type, it can hold the multiple values. It can hold the multiple values. So string is the predefined class available in the java.lang package, and string can be used as the. Also, you might be get the one more doubt. So string is also predefined class which is coming from the java.lang package. At the time of we are using the string predefined classes, we are not mentioning the import statement. Is there any reason? So generally in Java we have any program, we are writing any program, the Java default package is the java.lang package. If you take any package, then it will consider as that package. If you not taken any package, so by default package is the java.lang package. If you want to use the any classes are available inside the java.lang package, in order to mention the import statement. Okay, that is also one rule you have to remember. If you want to use any predefined class or any interface coming which are available from the java.lang package, no need to mention import statement. Why? Because so by default package for Java, by default package is the java.lang package. So that is the reason when we are using the string, we are not taking the any import statements. So generally string is also predefined class which is available in the java.lang package. The main purpose of the string is it can hold the multiple characters. It can hold the multiple characters. Next, today we done the concept is read the data from the keyboard. Okay, the purpose of read the data from the keyboard is we can pass the input from the Java program to perform some operation. Based on given input we can execute and some logic, and we can send output. We can send output. Okay, this is the diagram. We are giving the input and it is performing some operations and it is giving to us some output. So in Java, we can totally we can read the data from the three ways. One is the scan class, second one is the I would say buffer reader, third one is the output. I would say command line arguments. So this is the program, simple program, and so this is the some questions, the knowledge check questions. So these all the topics already covered actually. These are the regular inter questions also. Okay, so you can check your knowledge like which the topics you completed or not. You can check with these questions. So I will share these questions on the group. Okay, please go through the questions and can revise the questions. So all the questions I have completed, like what is it already we know, write the Java data types, the size and range of default values. So this already know. Okay, size meaning I would say the size of the data type. Range meaning, so if you take the byte, the range is minus 128. So that is the range. You have to remember the range minus 128 to 128. Default values. Default values already you know. Okay, next what is the variable and how to create the variable. Variable already you know how to create the process also you know. Next, explain the Java program elements. Java program elements meaning Java program structure, which is meaning what does it mean by package and what does it mean by import statement and what does it mean by class declaration and what does it mean by variable and what does it mean by method. That is called Java program elements. Next, Java program, write a Java program to print the welcome statement. So this is the basic program. So we discussed in the like almost second session or third session about the how to write any dummy message. So there you can take the class name and main method. Inside the main method, you can take the print statement. Inside print statement, you can pass the dummy message. We can pass the dummy message. Okay. Next one is write a Java program on the variables declaration and initialization. So this already variable declaration meaning we are simply declaring the variable. I will tell you one more time. Variable declaration. Variable declaration meaning simply we are declare the variable. Int the variable name can mention the variable name and this is the declaration. If you not pass any value, that is the declaration. Variable initialization meaning variable initialization meaning variable initialization meaning so you can take the data type and you can pass the some value. Variable value equal to you can pass the some value. This is called variable initialization. This is called variable initialization. Okay. Next thing is how many types of comments available in Java. There are three types of comments available in Java: single line comment, multi-line comment, and Java document comment. What is the identifier and what are the rules available for the identifier. So identifier, all Java components require the names, and the names used for the class, variable, interface, constructor, and objects, and the rules. Total we have the 5 rules. The first rule is it allow the characters. Second rule is we cannot use the spaces. Third rule is I could say you could not use the predefined words, and fourth rule is it should be the case sensitive. It should be the case sensitive, and fifth rule is we cannot start with the digits. So total we have the 5 rules. Next, what are the reserved words? So reserved words meaning predefined words. It is already having their own meaning actually. Okay, so in Java total we have the 53 keywords. Next, write the naming convention for the packages, classes, variables, and methods. So this is also we can revise all the questions in the interview perspective. So these are the questions we can get the these are the questions. Okay, so that's it today. I'm closing the session. If you have guys have any questions, you can ask me, or else you can do the